Hello there. Another day of live-ish video where I will not really do like major edits, maybe when I'm going from one place to another and where I have to change the camera, from front facing to rear facing. And then also wanted to show you, by doing that, wanted to show you what it's like for me. For me, my hat is just off. See, something like that. So yeah, so you get to see it all. So wanted to show you more of a raw video so you can see what it's like for someone like me who has trouble talking out loud, just because of the way that I process information. So we're just going to walk around and just show you what I think might be interesting. So today, have already weeded, already put up the umbrellas, and refilled the tea canister there, that fountain. Um, that it's actually a tea canister that has been repurposed into a fountain. So in a video talking about that particular um, repurpose element, I mentioned that it would take 12 liters. I actually went and measured. Again, I may have forgotten the last time that I did it. So, anyway, it's not 12 liters, it's actually 10.5 because look at this. Let me turn the camera around. So I was curious again to see if I remembered what I did before. So filled up 3 of these, and you can see how much is left. It's a little less than half, but we're gonna say it took 3.5 to fill it up. See, and this says 3 liters. Yeah, so I wanted to make that correction. It's kind of hard to get up with my my long boots here. And this is where it filled up to. So I really tend to have a soft voice, which I did not realize. So if I put it on my shirt, it's hard to hear me. So anyway, I'm going to just show it to you. See, you can see it fills up all the way there. And then you can see the rate of drip. So not bad. You can adjust it to drip, you know, slower or faster. But I think I like this rate better. And I mentioned in that video that it would take me, say, 1.5 to 2 days to refill this. Well, actually, it actually took longer. So it's going on for, this is the actual 5th day. And it was down to where that hole was a little bit right there, but it was still dripping water. So usually I don't pay attention, um, you know, to when I should actually do it. When I see that it's getting pretty close to the start, well, the outer covering of that hole, that's when I would fill it. But yeah, you can still have it go down a little more, all the way down to the lowest, I guess slightly above the bottom of that hole, and it'll still be dripping. So anyway, yeah, with the rate that it's going, it will take you, well, let's just say a good 3 days before you start to see it going down really low. But basically, you can count it as 4 days too. But on the safe side, we'll say 3 days. which is actually really good, right? And the water is going on 5 days, I believe, because it was Monday and then now it's Friday. So still looking pretty good. You can see that there's some green thing, algae building up already. And in the video, I did not show any of the small rocks that I put in there, but I do put it in there. Here, I do see some, I don't know, some bugs or something in there. I don't think they're mosquito larvae. But anyway, you can see the water. Oops. Oh, now I'm spilling it. Oh, sorry. Still pretty clear. And I did not clean this all the way to when it was, pristine clean. I just rinse it with high speed water and then just let it be. But yeah, if you get it really, really clean from the beginning, I'm pretty sure it will last longer. Because this way, even though I think I, rinse it off really good, you know that there's still a little bit of algae there. So yeah, that the dripping of that fountain really does help to keep the water clear a lot longer. All right, what else? Oh, I do wanted to point out something to you. This is kind of like a new trial plant. This is considered a native plant in my area here. It is wild strawberry and it has spread nicely. Oh, I see lots of oxalis right there that I missed or didn't even notice it was there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, they need to be pulled out. But anyway, it's a good ground cover, and from what I have been told, that you can just take it out if you wanted to. It spreads by rhizomes, just like regular strawberry. And here are the strawberries. Looks kind of neat, right? The whole plant with the strawberry. It is edible, but there's really not any taste to it. It's more on the watery side. Now, the actual edible strawberry that we see in the grocery store, what we grow for food, they will have white flowers. This particular wild kind has yellow flowers. So you can see the yellow flower there. Here's a flower bud. Yeah, so this is just something that I am experimenting to see how it will do. Now, I did not buy this, it came up in this space, and in previous years, I've taken it out whenever I see it, but I thought that it maybe could fill up this space really nicely. So we're trying it out and see. Please let me know if you have grown something like this and let us know if it's true that you could, you know, contain it or manage it very nicely. I can imagine if you have like a huge area and you would like to have a ground cover that kind of look pretty too, with strawberries and yellow flowers, then this might be a good option, especially when you are starting out and you need ground coverage, which we all do actually when we start a new garden bed or just new garden in general. Having ground cover really helps. Live ground cover, that is. And mulch is considered a ground cover too. It's just not living. Anyway, I think I'm doing good. I don't think I messed up. And partly I think being comfortable helps too. So Yes, I'm actually growing cucumber right now. I usually like to grow cucumbers for the fall, instead of the spring because just because I think I get more insect activities or pest pressure. Anyway, we're trying these out here and see. Usually I grow, I think I no, so last year I grew one of them in a container and one of them in the ground. So anyway, we'll just see how these go. And if you've grown cucumbers, please let me know if I need to thin it out some more. I did try to spread the different plants around so they're not too close. Anyway, we'll just see. These three guys don't look bad at all. All right, let's look at the pollinator garden here. This is probably new to you. Put this in or install this in maybe a week or two ago. It's still not complete yet. I need to figure out if I would like to put gravel where the sand is or um, mulch it. I don't know, like with mulch. I'm not sure what to do. But anyway, it doesn't look bad right now. I like it. All right, let's take a look at this area. Oops, I thought I pulled all of the weed, but my nemesis is here again, and I'm seeing it, which is the spurge. I don't call it spotted spurge because you don't see spots. Otherwise, if I were to say spotted spurge, you'll be like, I don't see any spots. Sometimes I don't know if it's a different species or whatever. Some of them I do see spots. So let's just pull this out because it needs to be pulled out ASAP. All right, so look at the zinnias. I tried this last year, but planted it too late in the season and it didn't do well. It does take time. It does take time for it to get bigger. So if you can plant it sometime in mid spring or something, or even late spring, so that way you'll get a nice growth like this, and it will continue to get bigger. Here's another one, and look at the English thyme. It has put on so much growth, and we are talking about all of them. There's that one, and then the sedum is growing really nicely too. It's well, they are on their way to filling up the gaps between the um, the steps here. Another zinnia there, and another one. This is the reseeded one, or this is a self-sown one. Unfortunately, this is the only one, but I'm glad that there is at least one because we will get hopefully several next year. So I love this. So you can see that it fades into like reddish color. And this guy gets really big. You can see how massive, well, how big it is now, but it can get really big. It can fill up this whole entire space. There's another English thyme. So this space, if you recalled, has gotten so much more plants in here, so more filled in, which is the goal. And look at the basil. They got so much bigger as well. Sedum is looking really good. Lemongrass, it's lemongrass season for sure. They are putting on so much growth. This tall zinnia is still doing good. Thank you for, or thank you to the plants surrounding it, because if the plants were not here, it would be pretty floppy. We got Gara still blooming. I don't think I maybe pruned one of them back, but otherwise I just kind of let them be. I was experimenting to see if I would get like more nicer, like a second flush of growth. But I just figure, I don't know if I want to waste my time pruning it back. I just like its naturalness right now. And then we got the two on either side. That I decided to, I transplanted a baby one and put it in the middle of the lamb's ear to see how well it would do. And then also wanted the two on, one on one side, one on the other side. And we have that. So this is one of my favorite areas during the spring and summer. Here, from this angle, you can see how big the lemongrasses are, with the Chinese snowball viburnum in the background. And we didn't talk about it, but from here you could see the sedum blooms there. I think it's part of the Sun Sparkler series. It's pretty. All right. Wanted to show you a plant that is blooming right now. This is its first season. I think planted it in spring. This is my only Agastache or Agastache. Not sure how to pronounce that correctly, but it is they call it no, I guess I'm wrong. Maybe it's the anise hyssop. Let me show you the plant tag. Yeah, let's try again. So, anise, sorry, my stomach is growling. Rosy posy, anise, hyssop, Agastache. I think I like saying Agastache better than Agastache because it reminds me of the word mustache. So you can see, look at the bloom in that photo and look at this one. it's just it's just that much right now. But you can imagine that as it's getting bigger, we're going to get more blooms, and I think more blooms are going to be coming up. Believe it or not, this is a mint. It's in the mint family. It has the square stem, and believe it or not, deer tried to come and eat this, I think when we were on vacation. And I did not spray this plant at all because I thought it would be, you know, a plant that's in the mint family would not be touched by deer. But apparently it's probably a baby deer trying to eat it and realize that it's not a tasteful plant. So I have not seen any deer activity since then. So yeah, so this is a plant that I'm excited about, and since it's in the mint family, we know that it could spread on us. So we'll just see, just keep an eye on this. I don't mind it spreading around where it is in this general area because it will look really pretty, because then we'll have the dark or fuchsia, whatever color that it is, and it is going to work well with the yellow and the blue. So just imagine if we have another color echo up there somewhere. It would be so pretty. So yeah, that's a plant, new to me plant that I wanted to share with you on this nice Friday. You can still feel a little bit of a cool breeze now, even though it still gets pretty hot. And we got some nice rain yesterday, so and I think we got some rain maybe early this morning or yeah, probably late this morning. Not late this morning. See, this is what I mean. I'm already I've been doing good. I have been doing good early this morning. So, yeah, let's put the plant tag back. And wanted to give you a preview that today, well, that's the plan today. Later on in the evening, we'll transplant some of the daylilies from here and from up there and put them at the borders. And it's going to be okay to do it because we're going to be getting rain some part of each day for the next 3 or 4 days. So I feel good about it to transplant. And we might need to move some of the pink muley grasses also. Um, so they don't look like they're soldiers right there. But I don't know, maybe once we put the daylilies in, maybe it won't look so bad. We'll see. And there's also, like a pathway here too, so I didn't want to block that as well because, as you know, grasses, they the leaves are pretty long. So we'll see um, what will end up being done. I think this video ended up being I, well, let me say it again. I think this video will end up being pretty long, which wasn't the plan. But it's okay. You get to see that I do talk pretty at a pretty slow pace as well, and I say many words that somebody could say in very fewer words. So thank you for coming along with me today on this live-ish video. It's gonna go up today, same day. Um, and if you enjoy something like this going forward, I would love to do it on Fridays so that way you can catch up to see what is going on, kind of like live in my garden here. And then you get to see me practice my talking. You can say, thank you so much for coming along with me today. If you are new here and you made it this far, thank you for watching this video and welcome to my channel. And if you are my regular viewer or subscriber, thank you for watching this one. Thank you for coming back. So with that, thank you again for watching this video, and until the next one, I hope you take care. Bye for now.